Greetings, I'm Surveying Glory and welcome back to Season 2 of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. This is Part 40. So I've let time tick on a wee bit since we last left off, and I've stabilised the latest mini disaster, again down to lack of chemicals. So we've got a new distribution office in here, and its responsibility is to bring in crops from here when we have them and deliver them into the warehouse here for the chemicals to be produced, and then take chemicals and distribute them to the water treatment, the sewage treatment and the fabric factory up there, and also to bring over the mechanical components and chemicals into the electronics warehouse. Don't have any electronics in storage still. So that's up and running now. As I said, we're just waiting for some crops to be delivered in here. We don't have anything at the moment. The fields are almost completely harvested. There's still plenty in there actually. Get 200 or 300 tons of crops in there. Up here, this is just about maxed out, or it was. We're churning our way through it. We've got some clothes in there. Where have you been? Small field 5, okay, yeah. That's fine. Empty those ones as well. Right, and citizens' happiness is about 60 again. Population's at a bit of an all-time record actually. I've not looked at it. Let's go back to all. Where did we have our disaster? That must have been around here. Then I spent a few years trying to recover from the crime. Goodness. I lost a couple of thousand, but yeah, so we're heading back up for our all-time high. In fact, we're surpassed it. Good for us. And I'm going to have to start building up here again soon. I've opened up another one of these blocks of flats. In fact, I may as well open up that one too, and that'll be everything. Overlays this and this. Yeah, so we've got another 92 beds available up there, but I don't have quite enough to have this operating at full capacity and still have workers across our iron mine. I'm going to leave you as you are. I was thinking about putting it down to 10, but no. While I'm here, we've got 50 tons of meat, that's fine, plus another 15 in there. Food, we have just 25 tons, 468 tons of crops, but these fields I think are all empty. Yeah. Right. And something else that I've been toying with actually. Sewage tanks overfilled. Yes, we've got this sewage tank up here. I've not got down to building it yet. Let's get that constructed at least. And I may as well plan in this business as well. Yeah, we're heading in towards winter, so it's a good enough time for it, I suppose. Let's shut you down, and I'm going to take away. Before I do that, let's have a look at the terrain tools. Getting us our height measurement up. So 12.85, right, at least we are on a slope. So that would be at 12.71. Let's give ourselves 30 centimetres up to there. And then the same over on this side. We did that. Sewage switch in here. I was looking at about, yeah, I'll just put it in there. And then You look like a big pipe to me. You are. And of course, you're such an annoyance. Can you at least come out from there? Yes. And how about from here? Yep, that's fine too. So it's just this bit here. We need pump. It probably would work. Okay, let's stick you in. Large again. Right. Okay, done. Could have been worse, I suppose. Let's have everyone get on it like a car bonnet. Oh, I can't believe I just said that. You need a path. Just a footpath is fine. In fact, let's take that away. Can we get path in there? We can. But you can't fit in there, right? I knew it's too good to be true. This is something that should take seconds. Never does. Let's take... just take you out completely. Try this again, like so. No, you're not going to go in there, are you? In that case, not messing about any longer. Just going to have this path head across here. Let's take off snapping, it makes no difference. Across to there. There is a green, I saw it, Come on, there we are. Join in there. Because we're probably going to have path something like that. Right. Shop is out of goods. No doubt that will be electronics. Yep. Recently, or in between parts, I upped in the amount of electronics this shop takes. Because it seems to run out quite quickly, but we're just not producing it electronics quickly enough. Steel's the problem at the moment. You don't have iron, but we do have dumpers bringing in iron. You're taking coal to the heating plant. I suppose it is November, we do need it. You're bringing iron as well. We just need a wee bit more up here, a wee bit more effort, peoples. We'll get happiness up when that will sort us. Got my roundabout here completed finally after about 3 decades. We can afford to go a bit more quickly. Down here, still working on these pieces of road. Up here we're done. Let's do this final section. Yeah, you trucks can go around that other direction. Is the sewage tank complete? Yeah, I don't think so. No, it's not. Not far away. But that was all a big distraction from talking about this. So I was thinking about potentially bringing in some tourists. There are 22 tourists available. So I think we will set up, just send a minibus to the border. Bring them in a minibus. That tickles me, that notion. Well, I wanted to put an end station. I think I've cut myself off from any ability to get an end station now. Never mind. To the border. To there. And this is going to be we'll just call it tourist import, because they are a commodity. And just for laughs, what do we have here? You can carry 8 tourists and you can carry 7. You, let's assign you to our tourist import, and off you go. And I think we'll follow you as well. I haven't done a drive along in this season, I don't think. Shops out of goods. Okay, ignore that. Oh, I need to get this roundabout fixed as well. Okay. You didn't bring any damn tourists because... Alright, okay. Let's get back to our list of lines. Our tourist import. This is so clunky. It could be done better. Not passengers, not workers, just tourists. And here... no, just tourists. Yeah, that's fine. Just noticed our money. Let's pause. Of course, I've defaulted. I need to click on that properly. We've spent a bit of money buying vehicles of late. We go for what? Let's see. There we go. Got it in the end. It's interesting that you have to drive past that small bus stop to get to the big bus platform over here. But we'll stick with you. See if you pick up some tourists in this time. Right, I wonder if you'd have gone straight along. No, I suppose not, the gravel road. And there's enough asphalt even with this big detour across the railway tracks. What's the speed you get up to? 90. I think I need to go back and check that junction back there to make sure that there's a giveaway. This the road that comes off from the city. I also need to get this sorted out as well. Yeah, this definitely needs asphalted up. I'm just going to check and see if you take any tourists this time. Then we'll leave you be. No, you take nobody. Okay, fair enough. Let's start here. And you. You've got your sewage sorted out. At least you don't have any staff at the moment. Are there any problems? Thank you to save. No, you're producing water. You've got plenty of chemicals. You've got crops and chemicals. Are you picking up electronics? You are. But you didn't, because there are none. Because we've got some steel now. You're operating without issues, producing electronic components. Okay, I guess we've just been catching up on steel. Steel in here, not much. Yeah, this is now the heart of the problem. We need more workers up here, producing more iron. Don't have any workers without flats. We've got about 50 spaces left up there. And while I'm here, I'm going to bring you down to 6. Bring you down to 3. Since we don't need anything like that, I'm just going to bring them down to about 3 there. We'll leave you as you are. Leave you as well. Can I afford to bring you down? Yes, I can. Yeah, we don't need people or anything like that number of workers in a lot of those places. So drop it down. And hopefully, force more people over here and here. Because it's running steadily, but obviously it has to count up to half a ton before it exports. So he's constantly dropping there. And this obviously still has to supply coal out here, which is a priority. Anyway, snow has arrived. We've got 160 tons of crops in there. We've got 830 here. Continuing to send out clothes. Crops in here. Get 23 tons. So it's not too bad. That needs to be a lot more. That could probably do with being a bit more, but we've got plenty of meat, so that should be enough, I think, to see us through the winter. Right, and you are busy. You're going to pick up the chemicals. Take them to the electronics warehouse. And you sitting there, you are bringing the brought in the mechanical components for the electronics. What steel? Got the chemicals. Getting more chemicals now. No, we didn't. I guess you didn't pick anything up then. Haha, fooled me. Yeah. And again, not getting the workers, that's the problem again. Where are the ambulances not arriving? As usual, it's in here. Got a nice statue of Lenin I should build. Who is your ambulance? It's annoying that the ambulances head to the other side of the city rather than staying where they're put. But never mind. Maybe I should have another clinic in there. I might demolish that. But there's not space for a bigger one, I don't think. So, get back to you on that business. Right, you're fine over there. These trucks have all stopped now. If this is... It's not done yet. Just need 6 work days, okay. Distribution offices. We've got one here to build, one there. I think we'll start with this one. Is the road done? It is. So assign everyone. Technical office. Yeah, we need another one of those up here somewhere as well. Probably just in that spot. An unused bus end station. Can demolish that too. Asphalting roads. Do I continue with this? Yes, I do. You've finished all the way down to there. Let's have you up here then. And I should be able to use this road for their access in the meanwhile. 7,500 residents. Pretty good. Wonder what it would have been like if I hadn't had my disasters. We've also got this small fire station I was going to build in here. Let's get that done. And a gas station. Maybe not quite as necessary. The other one is just up there. It's a bit of a drive. You've got to come over the bridge, obviously. It's not too bad, but we'll get that one done eventually. How are we doing for bitumen? Down to 10 tons. Yeah, oil continues to be a problem. But not too big a one. I'm going to get our loan sorted out ahead of time for once. 63631. And there's a lot for here. I think we're just going to go with a 1,700,000. And let's have a look for the year. We're almost done. Paid almost $1 million of the loan off. Last year, 2.4 million exports. We're going to be around about the same level again. Our imports are less, which is good to see. Soviet bloc vehicles imported 300,000 worth. I suppose I'm buying some bigger vehicles now. So yes, and if we look at our exports, compare this year and last year, mechanical components this year is our biggest export, 583. Exported 10 fewer at the moment. Bitumen last year, 573, 506. And fuel 363. This year it's quite a bit down. Clothes last year 279, 581. Don't export anything like as much now. Our chemicals, we don't export fabric at all now. In fact, I don't think I export chemicals now either. I'm exporting a tiny amount of electronics, which I should really be giving to my peoples to make them happier. And that's all going well enough. This distribution office now is just construction materials. And that's all fine. Well, that's not construction materials, but rather than have another open hull sitting in here idle most of the time, just let you continue to take the steel over. Still got 124 tons of crops in there. Yep, so we need to get fertiliser sorted out. But I don't have waste enabled. The plan is, once I get these loans paid off, which will take a wee while, but once we're, well, free of most debt actually, maybe keep some debt running, but then I'm going to invest in getting waste sorted out. I don't have it enabled because it wasn't part of the game when I started the campaign, or started the playthrough back in Season 1. So people's happiness would take a massive hit while I was trying to build all the bin stands, garbage container stands. And where am I going to put them actually? Can I maybe get a small one in here? Might be enough for those 4 flats. Can't even check just now. Over here. Yeah, I think maybe if we put one in there, it might cover those 3. I need to get rid of this playground, which I'm sure will be okay. To cover those. But what about the shops, and etc.? We need to get rid of that playground as well. The hospital. Should be able to get something in here, I would hope. Again, we could get rid of that playground. Or just leave the playgrounds there and fill them up with trash. That's another option. Anyway, let's see. You must still be getting deliveries. You've even got some electronics. And we're heading in on the end of the year. I'm looking about for more roads to asphalt up. You're done. Okay. This section here then. Oh, this is still to be done. That's a bit of a problem. How far has this one got to go? 67 days. Right. That's okay. It's not really made a difference. It just means that no deliveries can get up here. But we don't need deliveries for the pub. The pub's been closed for decades. And if there's an emergency there, sure, a fire engine could come in along the footpaths if need be. So I think we're alright. We've done that. Just too desperate to asphalt up my roads. That's where my bitumen will be going. Now that I think about it, doing a lot of asphalting. Right, it's time for another break. I think I might let this run on through the winter in between parts and bring you back in the spring. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please leave me a comment, rate the video, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content, and I hope to see you again next time. Cheers.